Good morning, YouTube. I'm in Riverside, Ohio on Bayside Drive, just off of Woodman Drive, and I figure I'd do a little neighborhood video. This right here is a good neighborhood to show off right here. Not a gloom and doom neighborhood, but this is a neighborhood that is very close to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So within probably the last, 50 years or so, this is a neighborhood where a lot of people that have worked at Wright-Patterson, some of them that possibly still do, have lived at before. This neighborhood was probably built, we're right behind Airway Shopping Center, by the way, and this neighborhood was probably built in the, I'm going to say the late 40s, sometime in the 50s, right here. It's got some pretty nice houses. Riverside is your average, middle class, community in the Rust Belt. And it's, like I said, there's probably been a lot of people over the decades. I'll say decades because this neighborhood's obviously probably around 60 years old, I'm going to say, that have lived in, probably that have, worked at Wright-Pat, over the years, and that have lived and worked at Wright-Pat over the years. Riverside is in east central Montgomery County. The base is in a little portion of it is in Montgomery County, but the majority of it is in Greene County, and most of the communities that most of the workers that work at the base would live in would be nearby adjoining communities to the base. Riverside, Huber Heights, Beaver Creek, and Fairborn are some of the communities that adjoin the base. Excuse me there, but this is a good area to show off because, of course, you guys have all heard the term, white flight and all that, stuff. And this is probably one of the very first communities, if I had to say, that probably experienced that in this area, because it's very close to Dayton. It's very close to Dayton. We're only just not even a mile and a half, 2 miles just outside of the Dayton city limits. Your average house here is going to sell for anywhere from 50 to probably no more than 130 at the very tops right here. That's about what the average house in this neighborhood is gonna go for. But yeah, it's a pretty nice community. There's a little bit of crime here, like there is in most communities. It's probably slipped a notch or two as far as, desirability, but it still is pretty decent. You could still get very affordable housing back in this little neighborhood right here. Corner of Baywood and, Ornico right here. I'll walk down Ornico. There's a nice shaded tree line right here to walk down. But this is the first video I've really taken of a Riverside neighborhood. I just made a video a little bit ago of a Ponderosa that just recently had closed down, in the last few months over the summer. It's Thursday morning, by the way, around 9:30, and this street, it dead ends right here So I'm gonna turn around here and walk down a little bit farther on the other side of it. That traffic noise you are hearing, that is I-675 off in the distance. That's to my east. That's to my east. That's to my east there. But it still is a pretty nice little community for the most part. I mean, I would recommend this area probably for somebody that wants to get a good starter home and a fairly nice, you know, community per se. And but anyway, that's gonna be it. Well, that's it for this one.